Hello everybody, welcome to my channel or welcome back. It's been a while since my last video. As always, it's a bit tough to fit it in to my work life and also family life, but a really special reveal today, an unboxing. I did unbox this 2 days ago but didn't get the time to put it on video, and my channel is also kind of a diary for me. So today I'm gonna officially unpack it and kind of share the story to it. So yeah, and at the end what I will do, you can see this is the new box. It's my first Rolex with the new box. At the end I will compare it with the old box. There's some first impressions I have there. So stay tuned if you're interested. Also here I got a present from my AD with the watch, really nice. I'll open it at the end. If you're interested, do stick around. So yeah, here we go. This watch, you will already have seen it from the title. This is an absolute dream watch for me. I have been wishing this, I would say for almost 1 year, more or less. Not quite, but more or less. Yeah, a year and a half. I think I've been having this on my mind. And about 9 months ago I asked my AD about it, but I'll get into that story as it's really exciting. How I got this watch. It's actually been a present. So it's the very first luxury watch that I got as a present. And yeah, but let's go first to the unboxing part so you can see the watch and you don't have to look at a box. So yeah, here you can see this is the box, very nice green, and this is very more intense structure than the old box is. You can see here the card box doesn't quite go down, but all right, let's put that away. And here we are. So here is the, in my opinion, beautiful green dial Oyster Perpetual. I mean, it's really, really nice. Let's kind of get this green next to each other. You can see that here. Or the green of the box. I think if I look at it live from my point of view, I would say this green is quite similar to the actual green of the watch. So yeah, a really, really beautiful watch. Let me kind of zoom in a little bit so maybe we get it a little bit better, the color. I hope the color is getting there. So yeah, beautiful watch. This is actually the 1.2 version, so it's not the 1.343, I think. Let me quickly check in the box so I have the correct numbering. Yes, so this is the 124300. The newer one is the 134300, and this is with the 005. So you can see here 005 for the green dial. And this is my absolute wish list, my biggest wish of watch that I have at the moment, or had, better said. Really beautiful. Let me put it on my wrist. So this is 41 millimeters. My wrist is 18.5 centimeters. And you can see it fits really nice. So the green, in real life, I'm looking at the watch now from outside of the camera, and it's a lot more beautiful green. I cannot really describe why or explain why this is not getting the color here. But yeah, it's a really beautiful green. You have to see it at some point. But yeah, if you have a green box of Rolex, it's quite similar, I must say, quite similar. So yeah, how did I get this watch? So first of all, this is from my dealer that I've been buying watches for the last pretty much 6 years, I think, 5, 6 or 7 years. It's the AD that most of my watches are from. You can see them on my channel. So from Panerai to Breitling to IWC and to Rolex and Tudors, I've bought pretty much everything there, more or less, and it's always such an amazing experience, which is the reason I keep going back there. So if you like those kind of AD stories, I have some more detail in some other videos. I'd like to make this video about really this watch, because it's a very special watch to me, which you'll find out in a minute. So yeah, when I first asked about this watch, this was, as I said, more or less a year and a half ago, maybe a year and 9 months ago, because I had already achieved or acquired pretty much every Rolex that I desired, from Pepsi to Daytona to the Sky Dweller, a Submariner, etc., and the Batman, and the kind of everything that I wanted. And then there was nothing above these watches that I had, and so I started looking a little bit more into the other models. And there's the Explorer 2, which interests me, which I used to have a black one, but I sold that. And then the Oyster Perpetual. And I looked at the turquoise, but they don't have it in 41 anymore. And I don't go to the gray market, so that kind of was pretty quickly done. And then I looked at this green, and I've been trying to get a green dial watch, or I've been looking at one from Breitling, from IWC, but they all make a bit of a different green than Rolex does. Yeah, this green is just different, more beautiful in my opinion. And what I did then is, here you can see, very nice, everything in the box. Yeah, very nice stuff. So let me get the watch into the box, and we keep talking a little bit. So then it was pretty clear I wanted this one, the green one. So I asked my AD about it. I said, yeah, I'm thinking about another watch, another Rolex. I've kind of identified which one I want, and it's this and that one, and what do you think? And then he told me, I don't remember the full detail, but he told me that the Oyster Perpetuals are kind of hard to get in these nice colors, the green one, and the other colors are actually also quite difficult. Is because they cannot order as many as they would like. They have a certain limit that they can order the Oyster Perpetuals in the 41mm and the 36 in all the sizes that they are, but they can order the watch in a certain amount per year, and they can pick the dial, but they cannot say I want like 10 of each or something like this. This is just a random number I'm saying. So they only have let's say they have 30 Oyster Perpetuals they can order, so they have to kind of decide on the dials. And what will they do? They will get the dials, of course, which are most hyped or most wanted by people. So they become really hard to get, and it's not just a game of waiting and everything, but it's actually something they don't get so much, like Datejust or something. So that's, I think, one of the reasons why these watches are so hyped, is not because they are so expensive, because they aren't, also not on the gray market, but they don't come so often because what I just said about the story. So that's why I said that's a bit difficult, but let's see, and kind of not very committed, which was okay at that point, because there was still enough time. There was still more than a year to go until my birthday that I wanted this watch for. And then there've been several conversations, and once I was at the AD, and I saw and I asked if he would have a 41 just to try on, no matter what color, because I never had a 41 on my wrist. And then he came with this one, and I thought this was my watch, but I put it on my wrist. I was totally amazed. It's only 2 or 3 months ago that I was there. And then I said, hey, what about this watch? Is this something that's available? And he made quite clear this was not available. And I was a bit disappointed, or also surprised, because of the other watches I also was able to achieve and get with them. So it was a bit strange to me that how is it possible I can really not get it. I mean, this is really not gettable for me, when only a year before I had gotten the Daytona. And I really wanted this for my birthday, and it's a specific birthday. But was not very committed, and then I was there for another watch anyway, so I didn't want to make it about only this watch. And I've kind of really enjoyed my collection the last year, more or less, or 2 years, pretty much the last year. I really feel it's very complete. It's very, all my wishes are kind of in the collection, so it's really nice. So from certain Panerais or Breitlings, but of course also Rolex, so that I didn't feel like to pressure very much the the relationship because of this watch. So I kind of accepted that this maybe would not happen. Um, yeah, and now to cut off the story a little bit short, the reason that this was not gettable for me is because my wife, who not has who doesn't always support the collecting, but knows it's just a big hobby from mine, got connected with my AD, and they did not know each other before, and kind of made it happen that I would get it from her, but not through officially for myself, as usually I buy a watch for my birthday every year. And that's why this secret was kind of kept between my AD and my wife, and this makes this watch even more special, as I completely did not expect it. On my birthday, it would have been the first birthday I think in 10 years that I didn't buy a watch for myself. But I did buy 2 previous watches a few months ago, so it was okay to me, yeah. And this birthday was more than just a watch for me, so it was fine. And that's how I got this. So this was really kept secret for the last half a year, between my wife and my AD, and this makes it so much more special, as they made sure it would be really special for me, and it's something I will never forget when I unpacked it. So this was my wife kind of course tricked me when I unboxed my birthday present, and usually she gifts me very nice things, but not very expensive things. So I was completely not in my mind that such a watch, or even any kind of watch, would be a present, as it's always kind of different presents I get. So completely not expecting it. I got a big shoebox, and in the shoebox there was this, but it was packed, and in the packaging, or on top of the packaging, there was a certain signature that I know from my AD that they have in their packaging. So I opened the shoebox, and then I saw this packaging which I only know from my AD, and I was like, wait a minute, I know this. So this was a very, very special moment, and I wanted to share this a little bit as a story, because it's something that is very nicely remembered by me, and I wanted to have this in a video for others to enjoy, but also for myself, if I look back in a few years and think about this watch and wear it. So it's really special to me, as you can hear from the story. And what made it also really nice is that I got this small present from my AD also, kind of for the birthday. And it's really cool, kind of watch travel etui. So here you put your watch, and then you put it in here, and it's a bit like it's also a really nice green, and it's a nice soft soft fabric, and in the nice green of Rolex. And here is this, so it's really cool. When I travel or something, I might take it with me, but I just wanted to show this. I've never seen this one. Once in a while I get something like this, and it's always really cool to have it, because it's something you cannot buy. So that was the story. Now I would like to share very quickly the old box. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, so I want to share this is the new box. Sorry, the new box. This is the green, and this is the older box. So this is the outer box, very nice kind of beige. And now comes the actual, let me see a little bit side by side. So from the top, you don't see a lot of difference. What I can see here though is that the new one is a little bit higher. You can see it here, little bit higher. So the left one is the new one. I also believe it is a little bit longer. Let's check. No, that's pretty much the same. I have to see, yeah. And here you can see the Rolex is, let me put it here, is a little bit more, yeah, towards the down part. And here it's a little bit more up. See here, you can see the line. And these waves are a lot flatter here. And the waves here are very, yeah, tall, very intense. There's a lot of, yeah, a lot more feeling the waves than here. They are very, and this box is pretty new. This box from last year. A watch that you will have seen that I unveiled in another. So I have it here because I'm doing a 1 year review. I have it a year and a couple of months. So I wanted to do a 1 year review. Still didn't get a chance to do it, but I have it here now making a video, and I probably will make this one afterwards. So that's why I have the box here, and I thought it would be nice to kind of compare the two boxes with each other. Yeah. So here they are from the inside. There is also a bit of difference. Yeah, you can see here there is this part upstairs. It's not, but the other one, and the cushioning is a little bit different also. Yeah, here you have a lot more going into the deep, and here it's a lot more, yeah, flat kind of. Yeah, so it's quite interesting how they changed it. Typical Rolex, very small changes, but very well done. So yeah, that's the last part of the boxes. I hope you enjoyed it and saw something new or learned something new, enjoyed the story with me, and make sure if you liked my video to follow me and like the video. I will make the one year owner's review of my Daytona, and I also want to make a Panerai movie again. I know those are videos that are not being watched very much, unfortunately, but they're fun to make because I love the brand, and I kind of wanted to make an update of the Panerai collection. So yeah, if you're interested, stay posted. Thank you very much. If you have questions, do write in the comments. I try to answer each comment or question, and I hope you have a nice day.